Yo, what's good? Your boy Jay South 314. This video right here is gonna be my top 10 biggest things in wrestling in recent memory. I'm not putting the date on it because some of these are older, some of these are more recent, but it's just some things I feel like it deserves some attention. The things that have gotten your attention in recent memory with wrestling. My list right here is gonna be a mixture of promos, matches, events, just things that just happen. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't stick to one specific category. It's all over the place. If you don't like it, you don't like some of these guys on the list, that's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these are my opinion. If you don't like it, it's with the comment section down there before. Feel free to use it. Number 10 is Ryback. I put Ryback on there just because Ryback nowadays, and nowadays professional wrestling, he is a throwback to the old school wrestler. As far as like body type wise, old bodybuilder type dude, like I don't know, like Rock, Hulk Hogan, Lex Luger, Scott Steiner, like wrestlers like that before the whole steroid thing took over, and you start seeing more of the guys come in with the bodies now, like CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Miz, guys like that. So he's more throwback to the older type wrestler. So that, and he's been getting the push they have been giving him has been damn good. I mean, the whole undefeated streak, him getting a WWE title match in such a short time for the character of Ryback. I'm not talking about Skip Sheffield, I'm talking about the character of Ryback. And they just got to keep the momentum going with him. I mean, I don't understand why you have him go on this undefeated streak, lose at Hell in a Cell, and chances are he's gonna lose at Survivor Series. So we just felt taking all this time to build this character up, and you're slowly gonna kill him off by not giving him the title. Do I feel he deserves the title right now? No, but if you're gonna put this much into him, you might as well give it to him as a project alone, as an experiment alone. So I got right back as number 10. Number 9 is TNA going to Monday nights. Uh, I guess it was a good idea in theory, just bad execution. I mean, I didn't want to try to relive and gain some popularity and ratings over the old Monday Night War. For them to try to go to Monday Night this soon, it was just a bad deal because you're going against WWE, going against WWE, and just in the sense that they have too much fans, too much money backing them. So you see, they had to run back to Thursdays to tell between their legs, but it was interesting at first to see how it's gonna go. Like I said, I think they tried to build up the whole. They thought just the Hulk Hogan brand, his name alone, was going to propel them to the point to compete with WWE. It just didn't work, but hey, it was entertaining at the very least. Number 8, I got Bobby Roode. I got Bobby Roode at number 8 on my list strictly because of TNA. You've heard said before in old vids. TNA does not do a very good a very good job at building up their own talent. So Bobby Roode, was one of the few exceptions to that rule. That was one of their homegrown talent that finally got to the top, and the fans accepted him as one of them top guys. He wasn't brought in like Jeff Hardy, like Kurt Angle, Mr. Anderson, RVD. He was one of their homegrown talent, and for him to finally get to that top is just it's refreshing. Instead of having all these guys come in or watching the same guys on top year and time after time, which with TNA is really bad for. It's just not bad for building up their own talent and you seeing the same guys in the main event month after month. In my opinion. Number 7 is Jeff Hardy back to TNA. I say Jeff Hardy. I put that as my number 7 because at the time TNA was really lacking in talent. Talent far as the case that, like I just said about a minute ago, it was a bunch of the same guys over and over again. So it's refreshing to see him come back and add something else to the mix, add another face that you don't see. You're not seeing the same guys over and over again. It was something. It was somebody new, even though he has been there before. So that's why I got Jeff Hardy number 7. Number 6 was the whole John Cena Rock feud that led up to the WrestleMania match. You either love this or you hate it. It's one or the other. Everybody I've talked to is you on one side of the fence or the other. I didn't particularly like it, but that's just my opinion on it. This whole feud for the year build up for the match. I think they could have took it a whole different route. This feud didn't really start kicking up to around Royal Rumble, somewhere around there, and the heat that they had for each other, I just didn't feel it was legitimate. It was just a whole lot of talking. I felt The Rock should wrestle more than 2 times that whole year. With the tag team match with Cena and at WrestleMania, they could have been a whole. There could have been a whole. What you could do, I could do better as far as matches go and everything. Even if you want to make The Rock undefeated all the way up until WrestleMania, don't make it be known he's undefeated. Don't make it a point, but you know The Rock's not just because he's wrestling on a limited basis. Have him just kill people all the way up to WrestleMania. I mean, to me, that build could have been so much better, but it turned out to be a good match. It turned out to be a good match. But I just feel like that was big enough to put on my number 6. Number 5 is Raw going 3 hours. I like this right off the back. I like Raw going 3 hours because all I thought about was I think about the talent. I think about the talent for put on more matches, obviously. Uh, have more time for the lesser storylines, the Intercontinental Tag Team title, whatever. But in hindsight, it's just more pointless promos that I've noticed. But they are putting on some more matches. But back to what I was saying. I like it because it gives the lesser talent, the mid card and lower talent, more time to work, more matches, and hopefully give them more time on the mic, put them up, they can start building up. The low card can go to mid card time, the mid card can go to a main event status, and hopefully there's a whole domino effect of your whole show, your whole roster, just a bunch of wrestlers that the fans want to see. So I like the 3 hour Raw just for that strip alone, that more time for the mid card, lesser card wrestlers to work and get more of a spotlight for them and hopefully make the show better, make the show better off. Okay, where I was at. Okay, number 4 is Edge having to retire. Pretty much it sucked. Edge retiring had to suck, and it made a big wave in wrestling shit because Edge to me was just hitting his peak as that heel. Edge can get away with things as a heel no other wrestler at that time can get away with. So it was just so much the things you can do with that character of Edge was just it was endless to me. There was so much shit you can do with him. And he was merging at that point as, okay, he was, I think at that point, probably your top heel in the company. And just for him to have to retire, it was just terrible. I mean, it was so much more I wanted to see from Edge. I mean, since he hit the spot as officially, I know he had plenty of world titles, but just to me at that point, he was like, you're officially one of the top guys. Just there's no question. There's no argument about it. You're officially one of the top guys. And he had to retire. I mean, so that sucks. Okay, I got this down as my number 3, but I'm a flip flop because now I'm looking at it, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I feel this is more important. My number 3 is going to be Hulk Hogan in TNA. I'm saying Hulk Hogan in TNA because his name alone did bring guys in. They persuade guys to come into the business. That guys that's already established, which you need, which I wish you could build up your own talent, but you do need to bring in some established guys just because to bring in more fans. You're bringing RVD fans. You're bringing in Mr. Anderson fans. You're bringing in guys that just for the sake of me being a wrestling fan, I like to say, what if this guy was on this show? What if Rey Mysterio was in the X Division? You know, what if AJ Styles was in the AJ Styles now was in WWE. Just I like them what ifs, and I like to see them what ifs come true. So Hulk Hogan did bring did persuade guys to come over to TNA, even though I do not like he called the 6-sided ring a playpen, and because of him he took it out. I mean, to me it takes off with TNA, the character of TNA, but I'm getting off my point. Number 2 is Nexus. Nexus was something that is a bunch of no-name wrestlers at the time. You got to know a little bit of them because of NXT. But for them just to come out, destroy the ring, beat up John Cena, beat up everybody who was out in the ring area at the time, it was like damn. And I didn't watch it. I had a friend call me, was like, turn on Raw right now and watch this. And my mouth just dropped. I was like, this is new. This is something that's like it's original. It's something that the WWE wasn't doing at the time. And the whole how Nexus took off is like it was just I think they could have done more with it. They could have won more championships. They could have done a little more to put the guys over, but the majority of them guys are still wrestling right now. So I think so pretty much it served its purpose. But at the time this Nexus was just a shit. It took a bunch of no names, just instantly you knew their name, instantly you knew who they were. And it took what takes some guys like years and months and years to get that heat and to get that reaction from the crowd. They got it instantly. They got it in a short period of time. So I think it served its purpose and it gave us something new in wrestling to pay attention to. So that's why I got it my number 2. My number 1 is the promo CM Punk did. I wish I would have wrote down the date if I need the exact date, but it's the promo that CM Punk did. The whole when he talked about retiring with the belt and taking it to Ring of Honor. We're surprised they let him even say Ring of Honor. New Japan Wrestling. That whole promo was just probably the best promo I've ever seen. I think that was arguably the best promo. Period. If you can debate it, go ahead. Comment. Let me know. But I think that was the best promo I've ever fucking seen. And the sister stuff they let him get away with saying. We're talking about Stephanie being an idiot and the company be better after Vince McMahon dies. And I was like, damn, just the stuff they let him say, it made that the best promo I've ever seen. And the fact that you can look it up on YouTube right now and it'll pop, just type in CM Punk, and that's one of the first things that pop up, and it has over 1 million views for that 5-minute promo. Says it all right there. And from what that did was it gave you a hope. It made you think like, wow, I think the PG era is over, which you know in hindsight it isn't, but at the time it was like, well, maybe the PG era is over. Maybe they're getting more into, I don't want to say attitude era type stuff, but more mature wrestling that fans of our age is used to and that we grew up watching. So, and for CM Punk alone, he is that type of era. I don't know if I'm saying it the way I want to, but him alone is that type of wrestling, that type of stuff that we older fans like in wrestling. So if we don't have the whole show to be a attitude era type show or a mature type show, well, I'll take CM Punk. At least it's better than nothing. So that is my top 10 list of the biggest things that's happened in wrestling in recent memory. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and for my TNA turning point predictions, I went what was I went 5, 6 out of 8. Right, ain't bad. 7, 5 out of 8, whatever. 5 out of 8 ain't bad. So, like I said, that's my top 10 list. I hope you enjoyed it. It's your boy Jay South. Holla at you later. Peace.